You know, I've been playing and teaching for nearly 20 years or better now. And one of the common things that have come up well, matter of fact, it ain't a common thing, just one at least. There are multiple things. So I wrote down, I took the liberty for the sake of this video, I wanted to write down some of these things that have come up in multiple players over and over again. So one of the things I've heard over the years, I feel like I'm so behind in my playing. I always wanted to do music, but I don't think I can because, and you fill in the blank how it applies to you maybe. And another thing, I'm too old to learn how to play. I'm too old to be any good at music or bass. I can't read music, so I can't play. I don't understand theory. I don't have nobody to help me. Some of us from the South, I ain't got nobody to help. I have never made any money at playing music. I don't know anyone who makes a living playing. These are just a few things that I've heard over the years, and I can tell you, man, all of them I can understand. I have empathy for people because, believe it or not, I come from a place, I grew up around music all of my life, but that doesn't necessarily translate to you being good just because you come from a musical family. Just because you can play, it doesn't mean you're going to be good. So I get it. I know the struggle. I know the anxiety. I know the way us as musicians, especially once you get into this thing, the way we start beating ourselves up about playing, about like, man, I can't do this. I can't get it. And we get frustrated, especially in those early years. You really get frustrated. For any of my guys on there that might be married, you know how it is. Those first couple of years are the roughest. But if you can get past that honeymoon period, we think it's all roses, but any real married people know what I'm talking about. If you can get past that early stages of marriage and begin to figure each other out, then man, you can smooth sail as you learn each other year after year after year. But this ain't about marriage, this is about you, and this is about your playing. It's the same thing. If you can figure out how to get past the low moments, the anxiety, these things that come up, especially when you're in a place where you don't feel like you have enough help. If you can get past that, man, I'm telling you, the sky's the limit for your playing. I went through that. One of the worst feelings in the world. I played professionally for years. Nearly 20 years I've played professionally, but my early years of really getting into the music game, man, I struggled so bad, and there was so many embarrassing performances. There were so many times I wanted to quit and say, man, I should have did something else because this ain't it. I ain't good enough. I'm not the people's pick, and I don't know what to do to become the people's pick. And I went through those things. I went through that anxiety. I know exactly how it made me feel, and I didn't like it. Thankfully, I had some perseverance, but it didn't all the time make it easier. But what did help is when I started putting it together and figuring it out and learning what to do. And then YouTube came around too. So I was able to find little things here and there and piece things together. But it was often difficult trying to piece everything together. But here's what I've done. I've made it easy. In this bundle that you see here, that you see below, I don't want to sell you no fantasy like your life is going to be this, and this. But I do know one thing is for sure. If I never record another course, and it's my hopes to record more courses, but if I never record another course, I've recorded enough information. I've recorded enough interactive things in these lessons that I've put together that have helped me, and the things that I've worked through and the things that I've figured out over the years. I know they're going to help you. You see, my teaching style is a little different from everybody else's. I didn't understand as well in terms of theory and all these different things. I had a more practical approach to learning music, to figure it out, on the fly. That's how I learned. So I figured out how to teach in the way that I learn, but to communicate it to you, to make it very practical. where you can learn how to do these things, whether you're trying to learn gospel music, whether you're learning how to expand your vocabulary. Even in the monthly membership lessons, there are tons of things that I've talked about, even a few encouragement in videos in there to help you in those days that you feel down, because those are the things that help me. Every now and again, having somebody to help you, speak into you, lift you up out of that funk when you're feeling that funk. There are some videos in there, some things to help you. And more so, I care about you getting better. It's not just a whole bunch of random stuff. These are things catered, especially for my Christian and gospel musicians that want to get better. You want to be able to give your absolute best to your church. Maybe you want to be somebody who can play so good that people are excited when you show up. Like, man, oh man, Jermaine here, man, Tom here, man, Jesse is here, whatever your name is. Man, this dude is here. We about to jam, boy. We about to rock out. I think that was one of the greatest feelings in the world when it started to switch for me. Rather than people feeling like, oh man, such and such ain't here and you on bass, to like, oh bro, Jermaine here, boy, we about to smash. Not that it's about me, but it was an amazing feeling to know when you walk in the room with your instrument, the energy in the room goes up. Everybody's excited because you showed up. That's what I want to give you in this ultimate bundle. I want to give you the feeling that every single time you show up, the energy is right. Everybody know you're going to bring it because they know what type of player you are. And what you're probably missing is the right tools. What you're probably missing is the right direction. Now here below, you will see every single thing that I have, from shout, from congregational songs, from hymns, to riffs and licks, to everything that you would ever need to become a first pick bass player. Of course, it goes without saying, you're gonna have to practice, but I guarantee you, you're gonna be fine. You're gonna be fine. If you're willing to put in the time, put in the effort that it takes, you're gonna be fine. So I wanna share this with you. Check it out below, and I'll see you on the inside. All right, y'all. I'm out of here. Peace.